Hello guys, Splicer here. Now I just want to take you through some of the information releases we've had this week, including Unidad conspiracy missions, if you guys are struggling to get onto those, and DLC leaks for Narco Road. Now, the Unidad conspiracy DLC came out this week, and it adds 3 story missions to the Media Luna province, which is in the top left-hand side of the map. Now, to gain access to these missions, you either have to be a Season Pass holder, or have taken part in either the technical test, closed beta, or open beta, and played the game before the 31st of March. If you tick all those criteria, then you go onto the Ubisoft Club, and simply download that extra DLC. Right, now on to the potential DLC leak then. So this comes from Reddit user Evian Water. I've used him in the past. And they've released a few pictures from what appear to be screenshots of upcoming content through potentially the DLC Narco Road. So let's start with the first picture then. So this sort of shows post-American Civil War attire. So obviously taking a step out of realism, but then if you compare it with the Division outfits that you've got and the Future Soldier outfits that we've got, I think we're past thinking that this game's going to be realistic for very much longer. And even if it was in the first place. So the next picture then, you can see here is a picture of a vehicle with sort of like in a race type situation. Now I'm hoping, really hoping, this is actually a fake picture and they don't include this sort of Need for Speed looking arcade style gameplay. But based on the trailer that we got for the Narco Road DLC, there was a lot of vehicle based gameplay in there and a lot of funky looking cars and that sort of thing. So it's probably real, and yeah, that's just what's going to happen. But there's also a picture of potential sort of animal trafficking as well, and another one of an aircraft which looks like it's crop dusting, which might add to some other side missions. But again, all of this content, if it is proved to be true, is sort of taking the game away from where its selling point in the first place, where it's supposed to be sort of a gritty, almost realistic, open world military shooter that will give you the opportunity to take control of the way the game's going to run, whilst within the parameters of military tactics and military realism. Now it just looks, based on these pictures and the DLC trailers and the sort of content they brought out in the store so far, that they're looking to turn this game into a GTA style military shooter, when the problem is we've already got GTA. So if you want that arcade style do anything sort of game, GTA already exists. So to try and jump on that market would be stupid when GTA already has everything fixed and ready to go. So for example, in Recon Wildlands, they haven't even got the driving mechanics correct, yet they're trying to put in a driving part of the game, which is just ridiculous. And as you saw in the pictures previously, animal trafficking, it's an interesting concept, but at the end of the day, you're 4 individuals, you've gone to Bolivia to take down a cartel. Now, I'm not saying they would be against saving the animals, but at the end of the day, they've got a more important mission, which is taking down the cartel. So you'd like to think once they've completed that, they're not going to stay in Bolivia and sort of work out its internal politics and sort out animal trafficking and sort out, you know, making sure they've got their crops grown so they don't have, like, all starve to death. So it will be interesting to see how much of a part these sort of aspects play, and if there will just be side additions to the main mission, which hopefully they won't play too much of a big part. Obviously we've got PvP still coming, and I think if anything, if they do that right, it can save where the direction of the game is going. So I don't know if you guys have heard or seen footage of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, but that's the concept of sort of like a battle royale, everybody's against each other, and if they was to implement something sort of similar to that within the PvP of this game, I think it would be a great way of bringing players back and keeping players coming back to play PvP. I can't imagine players are going to keep coming back to then run races and then use it as a driving game. So don't get me wrong, it is great that they're bringing in new content and constantly bringing in loads of content, which is great. They did say they were going to, but I don't want it just to be anything and everything, just to try and get a game that sort of does everything but doesn't really do anything really well. But I guess we'll all just have to wait and see what actually comes out and how they implement that. So I'll be keeping my ear close to the ground, and I will make sure I'm bringing you guys any updates that come or any news that comes. So please subscribe to my channel so I'll keep you updated. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.